Everyone, and welcome to this video on ChatGPT, a topic named as dictation. Dictation is something which is going to save a lot of time. And what is exactly a dictation? Let me show you on the screen. Dictation is something which turns your speech into text. It speaks your thoughts and you can see them becoming a text. You keep on speaking, it becomes your text. In the older times, dictation was like you keep on speaking, someone will write for you. But today we have an assistant named as ChatGPT who can write it on your behalf. So what is dictation? Dictation means you talk, the computer types for you. That's a simple definition for us. Do you know that you can save your time in your life by just one simple change? What is that change? I'll tell you a story right now. Normally, a person speaks 160 words per minute. The way I'm talking right now, I'll be speaking 160 words per minute. But when I'm typing, okay, my typing speed is very slow. I will type on an average of 40 words per minute. There are people who can type faster. There are people who can type slower as well. But on an average, the typing speed is approximately 40 words per minute. When I'm speaking, I don't have, hindrance. Whatever are my thoughts, I can speak it continuously. But when you're typing, you keep on pausing based on your speed of your fingers. So now we are going to switch from dictation, from typing towards the dictation, that is speaking here. By just one single switch, you can improve your productivity by 4x. 40 words per minute typing to 160 words per minute when you're speaking. Let's try to understand with an example here. So when I open this browser here, I have this ChatGPT open. Okay. The version keeps on changing. It's not related to version. So here, normally if I want to type here, what is the weather in Pune? Okay. So I'm just typing what is the weather in Pune here. So this is a normal way what people type over here. But when I put a backspace, on the right hand side, there's an option given as dictate. So when I click on dictate, what happens is whatever I speak right now, it is getting captured in the form of voice notes. And as I told you, my speed is 160 words per minute. That's a normal average speed people speak. Okay. So instead of writing it, you can give a prompt to this ChatGPT. Once you finish, you can just click on this button over here. Whatever you've spoken, that speech will become into a text. And this can become a prompt for this ChatGPT. Okay. Let's try one example. Explain what is what is photosynthesis and explain me in just 100 words with one real-time example. So you see, even if I do not know the spelling of photosynthesis, it has still typed and given me the answer. So whichever difficult words you have, you can just keep on explaining. You can keep on speaking. It will convert into a value here. You see, it is giving in a faster way. So if GPT is faster, why don't you become a faster person? Rather than typing, start switching it on the voice mode, which is dictate option. Now, there are some things which you need to understand. Okay. Now onwards, I'll always use dictate. I'll not type and waste your time. Okay. There are some commands. For example, when I'm speaking, I need to give some, comma, period, some exclamation, some question mark. So while you're speaking, you can just say, in today's day, comma, exclamation, question mark. When I keep on saying this, it will actually create these things. Okay, let me explain with an example. So I want to tell you a story, comma. One day when I was going to Mumbai, comma, I saw there were many people around this area. And I said, what's going on? Question mark. Okay, something you can speak. And those things can, you see there's a question mark which has come. There's a comma over here. Okay. And there's a full stop. You see, again, let me explain one more time here. Act like a 30-year experienced person, comma, and explain me how to work in a corporate company, full stop. I'm a fresher, exclamation. Are you capable of training me? Question mark. And you see there's a question mark, there's a comma, there's a full stop, and everything is given. And I can just click on this enter button and this will just go away right now. So what are the different things which you can pick up? These are the punctuations. We have a comma, period, question mark, exclamation mark, open quote, close quote, colon, dash, new line, semicolon, new paragraph. These are the punctuation which can be used in the voice commands. Now, not only into this ChatGPT, but any software if you use, let's say if I use Word document, okay, that's a simple Word document. I can still use punctuation. I can still use the voice command to type it. Okay, where is the voice command? You see on the top, we have a dictate option. When you click on dictate, you keep on speaking. Whatever you speak, it will be converted into a text. You see on the screen, it's getting converted into text. Rather than typing, wasting my life into typing, okay, which is my 40 words per minute, I will speak 160 words per minute, and this will behave like my assistant. I don't have an assistant, but ChatGPT, instead of ChatGPT, we have Microsoft Word, Excel, even in WhatsApp, you can put this dictation part, okay, and that's it. And you can keep on documenting and saving a lot of time, okay. That's it. So these are the things in ChatGPT. The first topic we have seen is what you call dictation, and it's going to save a lot of time. I hope you have understanding dictation and voice command. So in this video, we'll talk about ChatGPT, other feature named as Deep Research. Whether you're a student, an entrepreneur, or a freelancer, or a working professional, if you're any one of them, you definitely need to do some research in one or the other topic. A student, a PhD student might do a deep research about some topic, some survey, okay, some analysis, they can do it. If you're a freelancer, you might do a analysis of the competitors. You might do an analysis of the trending things which are going on. If you're an entrepreneur, you might do a research about the competitor market, maybe some new topics over there. Now, to do that, people usually do it manually. But today in ChatGPT, we have something known as deep research. What exactly research means is, research means asking smart questions, not endless scrolling. That means you don't have to keep on searching different websites, keep on scrolling and getting the answers. You don't have to read it manually all the pages. The time has changed. So what ChatGPT does is it breaks down the bigger topics, find solid sources, different websites. It keeps on searching automatically. It will take down the notes which are important for you, and it will give you clear answers. This is the simple definition. Okay. Now, what is an example I can show you right now? Okay, I'll open this ChatGPT over here, create a new chat on the left hand side. Now, when you click on this plus sign, you see at the bottom there's a deep research option. So when you click on this deep research, at the bottom, this research icon in the blue will be visible here. And here you can type whatever research you want to do. Okay. So let's say I want to do research about pizzas. Okay. I'm trying to open a pizza outlet in Pune area. Kindly do a deep research in Shivaji Nagar in Pune, the nearby areas, find out who are the competitors, find out number of shops, find out what is a footfall, find out what is the paying capacity of those people, okay, find out what would be the ROI, find out the average price of pizza which can be sold over there, okay. So now that's a vague kind of questions which I've asked, and I'll just click on enter. Now what it will do is this deep research is asking me questions again. What type of pizza outlet you're planning? So I need to give the answers as, let's say, dine in. Second, I press shift enter. Do you have specific budget range or investment? I'll say as 20 lakhs. Third one, are you considering selling only pizza? So I'll say only pizza. And fourth one, would you like the ROI based on 6 months, 1 year? 6 months. I don't have patience. I'll put 6 months, enter. So before actually going through all the areas, it is asking me real questions. Based on that, it will find the right competitors. So now if you see at the back end, it has started doing a research, and you won't believe it will do a research from at least 50 plus websites minimum, and find out which are the different competitors, what is the footfall. It might go to the government website, it might find out the footfall, average price, spending capacity. So there are many things it will go at the back end. Okay, now this is going to take some time, okay, maybe few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, but at the end, whatever result you're going to get it, that will save a lot of time. I can say at least 4 to 5 days of your manual effort can be saved in just 10-15 minutes maybe. And then whatever results it will give you, you can keep on chatting with them. Okay, you can ask follow-up questions, cross questions, and it will still give the answers over there. So if I click over here, starting research, on the right hand side, if you see activity, it has started working on the activity. And also there are sources. Now what are the sources option? Sources means which website it is started searching, okay, where it is going over there. So you see pizza dine-in market analysis in Shivaji Nagar. Shivaji Nagar is a name of the area, okay, in Pune, okay. And also the sources are the different websites we'll go through. So you see it has started thinking. We'll wait for a few minutes, and then you can see the actual research it has done. So meanwhile it is doing a research, we can just see the slideshow over here and what are the different things or use cases we can pick up. So I'm just giving variety of use cases because people, when you're watching over there, you're from different departments and domains and industries. So you can turn a 20-page white paper into 1-page long summary. Okay. You can summarize that entire long page over there. Market research. As I told you, if you are a new company or if you want to expand the company, you need to do a competitor analysis. So find out which are the competitors, what are the pricing features, and what are the customer reviews. Whatever are the pain points, there you can actually work on that. Academic help, you can break down the complex topics into simple notes. Okay. If you are an instructor teacher, definitely you need to go through all the websites, find out the right and the simplest way of teaching a topic. It should be valid as well. And same way, if you're a student, if you're giving a presentation to your boss or teacher or anywhere, you can find out this way. Policy and law updates. You can track changes in tax rules, labor laws, or government policies. Tax rule keeps on changing in India. You have seen that GST 5%, 18%, 28%, and then what you call 40% now. So what are the new updates? You cannot keep on watching the news every now and then, but you can ask ChatGPT to do the research for policy and law updates. It can be related to business. It can be related to, if you're a lawyer, okay, if you're a lawyer, this can help you a lot, okay, to find out the facts and figures and what are the cases, relevant cases across the country and outside the country as well. So policy and law updates, you can quickly do a research, and trends and forecasting. Explore what is next in technology, business or science. If you want to be updated, you need to see what is new in the technology area or business or science. So these are some of the use cases. You think what is right for you. Do not sit idle and just wait for someone feeding you the news. Keep on tearing the ChatGPT, keep on asking difficult questions to ChatGPT and make him work, make that tool work for you instead of you working hard. Now I'll come back to this ChatGPT over here. Meanwhile, if you see, it has gone through 15 sources, different 15 websites. And if you see which website it has gone through, Zomato, Just Dial, Urban Pune. These are the things, or these are the websites which are mostly used in India. And activity. It is also telling you, it has searched the GM Road, Pune. Okay, near Shivaji Nagar, we have GM Road over there. What is the footfall? Urban household invest 6,000 annually on the dining. Okay, that's an interesting fact here. So we'll wait for a few minutes. It will finish the research and then we'll see the output. So finally, if you see, the research has been done and I have the data here. It says market feasibility analysis, dine-in pizza outlet. So location it has given, commercial and dining scene, foot traffic and customer pool. I mean, excellent. It has done all the research. Obviously, after research, it's my job to read everything and find out what is best and what is not best. Okay. So it has given the 6 months horizon, how the outlet can be, the ROI can be received from there. It has given all the details and you see 17 sources. It took me almost 5 minutes, but it has actually given the research properly. Okay. Now I can ask a cross question to this particular research. What should be price of pizza? Okay. So cross question I can keep on asking and you see it will give me the answers. Entry level 150 to 250 rupees, mid range 300 to 450 and so on. So it is giving me all the details about this research part. Now this was related to market research. If you are a PhD student, if you are a maybe a freelancer, if you want to see who are the different competitors and so on, you can keep on researching as much as possible with this ChatGPT. So that's it. So I hope you have understood how to work on this deep research tool in ChatGPT. In this video, we'll talk about a new feature of ChatGPT, which is a web search. Now, gone are the days when you go to Google and search, click on different links and get the answers. So something which is ChatGPT. Earlier, ChatGPT had a model which was trained and from that database, we used to search. But now, suppose the data was till 2020, we used to get information only about 2020. Now, every year, obviously data changes. So now ChatGPT is connected to the live internet, okay, to the live news everywhere. So when you ask a question to ChatGPT, there are two options. One, it searches its own database and gives you the answer. Number one option. Second, it searches the live websites. Okay, it searches the websites which are currently over there and then gives you the information. For example, every day there are changes in the stock market, share market, the prices of that. Every day the currency value changes, dollars, rupees and everything. Every day the prices for gold and silver keeps on changing. So you need to be updated. Just for that thing, do you need to switch to Google? The answer is no. For that simple thing, you don't have to go to Google. You can just use ChatGPT web search option. Let's try to understand. So what is that ChatGPT web search? It searches the web at the chat speed. The way you chat with someone, it will go and find out all the answers with sources you can trust. You can tell them, I want the information from so and so source. It can give the answers. So how it works basically, you ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT checks the web and replies with fresh info and the links as well from where it has, got the information, and it will give the answers. So what happens is when to use, if you want the latest news, for example, the events, price or trends, and if you also want to verify the sources to check the facts, references or reliable websites, and some extra details to find out what are the recent changes or extra details beyond ChatGPT's built-in knowledge, which I said earlier. Now, how to use it? Very simple. The steps would be on my screen. So very first thing, when you open ChatGPT, there's an option given as web search. If you click on that web search, and you can just search the output over there. Let's try to understand with this example. This is my ChatGPT. I can click on this plus sign, and here if I click on more button, in this more button, I have the option as web search. The moment I click on this, now this ChatGPT is connected to the live internet right now. And if I ask, what is the news today? Give me top 10 news in one line each. Enter. That's it. Now, today's news, it will find out and get me the answers. So you see, it is giving all the website links as well from where it is searching. And these are the reference links. If you see, these are the reference links which is actually giving here. Okay. And if I say in 5 words each, make it very simple. In 5 words, you give me the news. Now to get the same answer, if you go to Google, you have to search 10 websites, see the news and get the output, but it will give you the way you want to see. If you want them to convert into a story and tell you the news, you can still do that. Okay. Convert each news in short story of 1 sentence. Enter. So it will try to convert into a story and tell you. Some people like to understand the news in the story format. It will give you. For example, provoking protest as residents push back against what they see and so on. Okay. So this is what the web search does. And what are the different use cases for this web search? Let me share my screen over here. So different use cases is, for example, what changed in income tax rules in India this year? Okay, given the latest news. And also show the sources. That's one example. Compare product A versus product B in a table. Find out the latest specifications and give the links. For example, if you want to buy a mobile phone, right? You usually go to Amazon, Flipkart, some e-commerce websites. So instead of going there, you can ask ChatGPT, I want to compare the prices of iPhone this version with versus iPhone the other version. Tell me the prices and also the features, also the links where I can buy the cheapest price. So it can be a mobile phone, it can be a laptop, it can be, sourcing B2B products and services, anything. Next is best time to visit the place next 3 months. Give me the weather plus events and sources also. So if you want to go to some other place, find out the next 3 months what is the weather. Accordingly you can do the packing. Whether some changes are there in the weather, you can pick up and prepare that thing. You can also summarize today's top 3 headlines on specific topic, include the original articles as well. So these are some use cases which I have. Now you can think of your own use cases which can be helpful in real time related to web search. So I hope you have understood about the ChatGPT web search and very useful feature. In this video, we'll try to understand a very interesting thing about ChatGPT, which is feature for studying and learning. People in the metro cities, people in the abroad countries get good instructors, good teachers, good books and everything. Imagine a student studying in tier 2 or tier 3 city of any country, definitely do not have the access to that knowledge, to those professors and instructors. That gap can be overcome. Okay. Any person in the world can learn as same instructor teaching in some other country. Okay, you just need to give a right prompt. Okay, the prompt might be suppose, or you can ask them act like a professor from I am Indore, I am Lucknow or Ahmedabad, and teach me how to do a business. Okay, or how to start a business. So something like this, you can use ChatGPT. But there's a study and learn feature which is very interesting. Let me show you that. So the study and learn feature, what you can do is you can study like a pro, you can ask questions, you can improve, okay, and write inside that one chat. Okay, you don't need to go outside. Okay, same way. And how it is going to help you ChatGPT helps you plan, understand, and then test yourself like a friendly tutor. Now, this friendly tutor will be there 24/7. It will not get tired. Even at night 12 o'clock or at night 2 p.m., 2 a.m., you can ask them to wake up and teach you anything. Okay. So you don't have to wait for someone. I understand it's not that effective like human, but I can say 70-80% it will help you for those people who are studying in tier 2, tier 3 city. I find this for them exactly relevant. And for people who are like introvert, they don't ask questions to their teacher. Even if they have doubts, they feel scared, they don't ask questions. This is the right tool for you. So then what are the things you can ask? Just simple examples. You can make a study plan for photosynthesis in 5 steps for a student studying in 5th class, 10th class somewhere. Explain this in simple words like I'm in class 18 and create a table. Okay. And you can ask MCQs as well. So let me show you an example here. Let me just copy and I can go to ChatGPT. Here in ChatGPT, I can click on this new chat, click on the plus sign, more button, and then we have study and learn. So here I can just say Control V. The thing is make a study plan for photosynthesis in 5 steps and I can click on send button. Now this will give the answers in a very simple and easy language. It will help me study and learn as well. Okay. So you see, I don't know your grade level at. Okay. Study and plan. Everything is giving properly. Now let's say if I want to say teach me Power BI. Okay. So Power BI is a tool for data analysis. I'm just asking them teach me Power BI in simple steps. I can write that prompt as well. So what it has done is broken down the Power BI for a beginner level as a roadmap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the steps. Okay. And I can tell them, say it's saying to keep it active. I can guide you step by step, but you will actually try things on Power Desktop. Okay. So I'll say go ahead. Okay. And start teaching me. So it will teach me topics step by step in a simple manner. So you can learn any topic in the world and you can learn from the best professors in the world and it can mimic them. Okay. It can mimic them and find out the answers. Okay, so I can say explain me in image format. And you see, it has actually created an image. So sometimes it becomes difficult. Okay, my professor once asked me, he taught me entire chapter for electron, neutron. I don't remember the topic name. Okay, electron, neutron, the chapter name I don't remember. But he said after finishing, none of you people have asked me how does an electron look like? How does a photon look like? So at that time, we were just visualizing. We are just trying to imagine. But now in reality, ChatGPT can throw images. It can give you images, examples, samples of anything you ask. Okay, you just need to ask the right questions and it can develop those pictures so that you can visualize. When you see, okay, a picture speaks 1,000 words. You might have read somewhere, right? A picture speaks 1,000 words. So you can ask ChatGPT to create pictures, images that will help me to realize, visualize, and I can remember those topics as well. So you see, it is creating an image, a picture over here. What is Power BI? Power BI is Microsoft tools, turning raw data. Somewhere it's making spelling mistakes. If you see Microsoft's tool, okay, and the visual picture. So now I can understand it looks like a dashboard, column chart, line chart, bar chart, and so on. It's given over there, right? So this is something which is study and learn. And you can ask them, explain me like a 10th standard boy or a girl, explain me in a simple language. So it has given the flashcard options over there. And the last one it is asking, want me to make this visual flashcards, image style like real cards? I'll say yes. So that, what do you call, the textual data are created into a visual flashcards. So as I said, learning is very boring. People don't like to learn. Okay. It's very boring. But when you convert that boring learnings into an interesting gamification, students and learner will be interested. They will start learning this in a very interesting manner. So the way teachers used to teach long back, now it has to be changed. It has to come into a better format. All right. So you see the image is created and the boring textual has been converted into flashcards. No doubt it's not an interactive, but you see in the boxes format, the bold and not bold symbols, icon or the textual style is given there. And it becomes little interesting for a person to watch. Rather than reading this boring text, it has converted to a flashcard option. And I think this way you can make your learnings more interesting and attractive as well. So I hope you have understanding how to use this AI feature for studying and learning any topic in the world. Let us explore an interesting feature in ChatGPT of PDF or any file analysis. If you have an Excel file, PDF file, PowerPoint file, Word, JSON, Notepad, any document, you don't have to go through and search all the data. Let the ChatGPT do the heavy lifting job for you. What I mean to say is, let's say a health insurance policy. Now, you might have hardly read the entire insurance policy in your entire life. I can guarantee this thing. So imagine there's a 20-page insurance policy document. The sales representative comes and talks about many things, okay, but you're not sure you trust that salesperson because you don't have time to read everything. Plus there are some technical things which are mentioned which is very difficult to understand. You can ask ChatGPT, you can upload that PDF document of health insurance and ask straightforward questions. Do I have the accidental cover? Do I have the in hospitalization cover? How much cover do I have? What are the things which are not mentioned in this, which are important for me? So those kind of heavy lifting questions can be asked without even reading a single page. Let's try to understand first. So what is this feature of ChatGPT, Excel or any other file? You just upload a file, ask any question, and you can get clear answers without any jargons. Technical things you don't have to remember. You don't have to mug up those hard words. So what is the smart solution here? The ChatGPT reads your files and gives you summaries. It can give you a tables as well, and also question and answer. You can chat with that PDF, you can chat with that Excel without you reading all the pages. So it can be an agreement document, it can be a policy document, it can be a HR offer letter, a job letter, description, anything. What is happening today, people are spending a lot of time into reading the document. So 73% of working hours goes into reading and finding data. 73% of time. Second, long reports, contracts, resumes, invoices, they waste a lot of time. To find out the minute details, you have to pay a lot of attention. So instead of doing yourself, let ChatGPT do it for you. And because of this delay, 73% time, which is you go into minute details, you're not able to take the decisions. So decisions are delayed due to hidden information. Something might go wrong. It has personally happened with me. 20 pages of agreement document, and there was one word which we did not understand. Okay, we ignored that word, and because of which we have to pay heavy price. Okay, so this might happen with you as well, but you can use ChatGPT to get all the answers. How do we use it? It's a simple thing. Open GPT, upload a paper clip, and then you can just work on that. So this is a visual presentation. You have this files which you can pick up. It can be Excel, it can be PDF, and you just ask a simple question. Okay, the way you ask to the any representative that we can pick up. So let me show you an example here. I have this chat GPT. Okay, I'll create a new chat. Before I open that chat, I'll show you something. I have the files kept into one of the folder, and I'll upload this document into ChatGPT. Please observe. I'll click on this option here, and I can click on add photos and files from that location. From that particular location, I'll pick up this and click on open. So imagine 45 pages. And when there's an emergency situation, you will never read that. You will never ever read that. Okay. So what you can do is you can ask, what is the toll-free number? Enter. So it will scan all those 45 pages, read the heavy lifting work, and within 60 seconds, it has given me the number. Okay. Now I'll ask the second question. I don't like to type. Okay. I'll ask the second question. Tell me the hospitals which I can contact in Pune. Okay. Near to Shivaji Nagar. Give me the hospital names which are near to Shivaji Nagar, because I stay in Shivaji Nagar. So I want those locations. And once I finish that, I can just click on enter, and let's see, it will again scan through the document. So what I'm doing right now, I'm chatting with that PDF like that. It's a human. Okay. I'm chatting, asking simple questions. These are the list of all the hospitals in that location. Okay. I'm asking a sample question. Is dental thing covered in that insurance? Can I show my root canal thing for that insurance policy? A random question. if it is able to give the answer. So all right, what about the policy about dental? Okay, what it means for root canal. So the only way dental like claim different, it was directly connected to accident. So that means in the road accident, if my dental thing goes away, okay, then I can get it done. Otherwise, no, I'll not get my accident done for that dental. But yeah, same way you can keep on asking difficult questions. Is the kidney stone or heart failure covered into that health insurance policy? So you talk about it, right? This is one example of health insurance, because every person in the world one or the other time definitely goes through the health insurance policy. For HR, it can be agreement document. For HR, it can be offer letter. It can be resume. Okay. Policy document. For a business owners, it can be agreement document. For a student, it can be an assignment. For a freelancer, it can be work order. For business analyst, it can be SRS, BRS, system requirement document, business requirement document, functional, non-functional requirement documents. Any document it can be. So you need to understand your job would be just to push the PDF and get the output. Remember, do not put your confidential data into ChatGPT. Okay. If it is very confidential, don't put it. Okay. You can use Copilot, which is Microsoft tool, which is more of confidential part, but just giving a input here. So some use cases, for example, you can extract the legal, okay, extract the clauses from contracts automatically. You can compare. HRs can compare the resume. You upload 2 resume, you upload 5 resume, and ask them which one is the best person. Give them a rating. It will automatically give it. Summarize. You can summarize 100 invoices to CSV in seconds. Okay, there are 100 invoices you upload and tell them, give me CSV which contains date, name and amount I have to pay. You can extract that information, send to your accountant. Convert. Real estate, convert the scanned documents into summaries. If you have a PDF which are scanned documents, you can use that for conversion part. And generate. You can generate quizzes, highlights for manuals, assignments, MCQs, projects, case studies. Everything can be created with this ChatGPT here. You just write a simple question, it will generate a PDF document for you. So try this for the other files. You can upload a Word document, PPT document, PDF document and image as well. It will extract the information or it can also create. Let me show you something. I can ask them, create a PDF with bank statement. Why to type it? Okay. So I want you to create a PDF document which contains bank statement, a sample bank statement which has 20 records and it should be into a PDF document. That's it. Don't type it. So don't type it, just give a voice command and it should work for you. Okay, dictation. So whatever we are learning, we are applying those learnings into this tool itself, right? So within 60 seconds, it will generate a sample document. I can click here and you can see the sample document would be downloaded. So you can create a policy document, sample document. You see, these are some records which are a bank statement document. You can modify, you can change it, modify it, anything you can do it. Now, second example I can talk about. I have a file named as Superstore sample data. Now this data contains information about, let me share my screen. It contains information about sales, profit, discount, quantity and so on. Okay. If I select some column, the number of rows I have 9995. If you see at the bottom, 9995, almost 10,000 records. So if I want to understand what is the total sales, what is the total profit, which region, how much sales are done, it can get the answers quickly. So basically you can do a data analysis. Okay, I'll create a new chat, photos and files, and I can ask them, give me total sales, total profit and region wise sales in table. That. So for a human, it will take more than 5 minutes. Okay, if he's a average Excel expert, but here it will take less than 1 or 2 minutes to get the output. Okay, less than 60 seconds in fact. So a data analysis, you are a solopreneur. You cannot have a data analyst, not have an MIS expert over there. You cannot have a team. If you're a solopreneur, it's difficult, right? You have to pay them. But if you are a single person, you can see total sales, total profit and the analysis. If you want, you can also ask them to create visuals. Kindly create a region-wise sales donut chart. Also create a category-wise sales, a pie chart. And you can create a map for state-wise sales. So I'm giving them a command. I have things in my mind, right? I'm just giving them a command to keep on creating visuals. Again, remember, you should not put confidential data into this ChatGPT. If you are trying to still put it, just change the name of the columns, just change the name of the clients, contact numbers, you can change it and get the output. This is a donut chart. The first one donut chart, second is a pie chart, and then third one it has not created, but yes. So if you see, there's an option as switch to interactive mode, and this is a new feature which is completely interactive. Okay. And if I go back here, if I click on this interactive, this is how it looks like, interactive mode. Okay. Perfect. So this is what you can do. So I've just given 2 examples, one a PDF document, one an Excel document. You can use PowerPoint, you can use Word document, JSON document, Notepad, and some other documents. Any document you put it, its job is to do your heavy lifting work. You don't have to work hard. Remember, work smart. So this was about the AI feature in ChatGPT, which is for data analysis, data extraction, and understanding the documents. All right, so now we are moving to the next level of ChatGPT, which is the custom bots. Now, custom bots are very useful for longer run. Now, imagine you are a person who uses ChatGPT every day for different purposes. So every day ChatGPT needs to understand the proper prompt, what exactly you're trying to understand, what exactly you're trying to extract. You also have to define who you are, what is your position, and what you want the details. But what happens is it becomes very difficult to every day give a proper prompt. Instead of doing that, you can create a custom bot which knows all the information about you. Okay, about you, your company, your details, and then you can get the output. So you don't have to write a lengthy prompt. You need some repository named as custom bot which will remember everything. It can remember thousands and thousands of pages of data, and then it can extract the information and give the answers for you. Okay, let me give an example here. I have a son who's 8-year-old now, and he likes to play football. He doesn't like to eat food. He likes to play a lot, and he has like this 100 different qualities. So when I asked ChatGPT about informing that this is the person, these are the qualities, his likes and dislikes, now give me the answer. It definitely gives the answer. But next day, when I'm asking similar questions or different questions, again I have to give those 100 things to explain ChatGPT first the prerequisite, the context, then give an answer. Every day it is not possible, right? So what I've done is I've created a custom bot, feeded all the information, keeping the name masked, and then that bot knows everything about my son. Now, when I go next day, I don't have to explain who is my son, what is his qualities, what is his likes and dislikes. It directly gives me the answer. This is what you call custom chatbots. Creating custom chatbots are super simple and super easy. Let's try to see how to be created. First of all, let me explain the custom bot, what exactly it does. This is a feature of the paid version of ChatGPT. You can build your own ChatGPT in 2 minutes. Okay. ChatGPT for custom bots lets you create a personalized chatbot. As I said, a personalized chatbot for my son. You can create personalized chatbot for HR, for company owners, for admin department, for sales department, anyone that responds to your inputs effortlessly without giving a bigger prompt. Okay. Now the steps definitely I'll show you, but before I go for that, what are the different examples you can create? You can create a custom bot for your mentor. Okay. Now since I run a company, I don't have a business coach, so I've told ChatGPT and I've created a custom bot. It behaves like a mentor. It knows all my information. Every day I go and ask the problems. I ask the solution for the problems, and it behaves like a mentor and gives me the answer. So as a business coach or a health consultant. So I've given all the information for the health and then it gives the answer. So that's a health consultant. So let me show you first how it works. This is the ChatGPT user interface. And now when I see at the bottom, there's a GPT option. This GPT is a separate option. Now there are two methods. One is already existing chatbots, which are created by someone. You can use those. Okay. So what are those chatbots? We have different categories. Writing chatbots are there, productivity chatbots, research, education, lifestyle, and so on. So these are custom different chatbots which are already created by someone. We are using it. But if you want your own personalized custom chatbot, you can use it. Now, this was an example as a layman, but now I'll give you a technical example. I am HR in the company. I manage 1,000 people in that company. Their learning needs, their attendance, or maybe whatever, all those details. I want to create a custom bot so that that bot can teach me, guide me, help. How do I manage those 1,000 people? My job is HR, human resource. So how do we do that? I can click on this GPTs. Please observe, this is what people should use. Click on create, and here I can just configure. Here I can say HR bot for TechnoEdge. Okay. Description I can give, instructions I can give, but here is the important part is upload files. Now in the upload files, obviously company has policies, company has leave policy, agreement policy, female policy, all those. So I can click on this upload files, and if you see company policy document, I can click on open. Again, I can click on upload files. Second one is, let's say, HR policy manual. Click on open. Again, I can click on upload files. Let's say sample job description. Click on open. So what is happening? Instead of me giving command of one sentence, one paragraph, I have given company policy of 45 pages, 100 pages, HR policy manual of 20, 30 pages. So this way, this bot is feeded with the information which is already there. See, company policy won't change. If it is changing, I'll just change the document. Now I can go back to create. Either I can write here or I can go back to create, and I can tell them, now you have to behave like a mentor for an HR who runs who manages 1000 people in the company of different departments: sales, HR, operations, finance, marketing, content development, and sourcing department. These are the departments which I manage in the company, and you have to be my mentor, you have to be my coach and guide me, help me in whatever possible. Your experience is 40 years of experience into managing similar kind of companies, and you know everything end to end. So you are updated with the latest government policies, you are updated with the latest news which is going on right now, and latest things. Obviously you have to give a good prompt. This is not a good prompt, but as a layman, you have to put your feelings, your thoughts, your speech. It goes into ChatGPT. Your thoughts, whatever you think, convert it to speech. 160 words per minute you have to speak, and it can feed it. I don't like to type, but you can think of it. So when I go to configure, you see this is what is already typed here. You see this has come over here. And same way, mentor and coach for senior manager managing here. Now I can just click on create option, or instead of creating, I can just ask a question. Now there is a conflict between two departments, and they are not able to take the responsibility about the escalation happening from the customer side. As an HR, what should be my role and responsibility? Give me in 100 words as bullet points. That's it. So since it has all the policy, HR policy, agreement, and all those things, whatever is happening in the company, how do I manage? So this ChatGPT has 40 years of experience, and you see, act as neutral facilitated mediator between both the department. Joint discussions ensure focus remain on customer resolution, not blame shifting. So excellent way by which you can be guided. Not everybody can have a mentor or a coach 24/7, remember, but you can have a custom bot when 90% of your heavy lifting job can be done. Okay, 90%. Obviously, bot also makes mistakes. It doesn't give right answers. You have to teach them multiple times. Don't expect that first when you enter the data, it will remember everything. Okay, so I can just click on create option. Now I'll show you something. So what I've done is I have created a custom bot for myself as a business coach. For me, suppose I need some mentor, right? So I've created a business coach for myself, and I'll show you that bot as well. So I've feeded all the information about my people, about my departments, about my clients. Obviously, not the same thing, but I've just changed the names over there, and those names only I know. Okay. So masking of names, I have done it smartly. So what happens is whenever I get stuck into some situation, either I can call my mentor, he's not available always, but I make sure I always go to ChatGPT, ask them to give me solutions on multiple things. Okay. So you see, Air Force maintenance staff, mentor PL, Vihan coach, these are the custom chatbots which are created by me. And there's a mentor PL. Now this mentor PL is giving the question here. Create a 10x growth strategy using the current team. Same team, can I make the growth 10x? Possible or not? The answer is yes. How? So I give them, I have less resources, I have less money, I have less time, and tell me how I can scale up quickly. This will put all the brains, search the entire internet, behave like a coach. It can read all the books whichever are there on the internet and give me the right solution for that. So this way you can create a custom bot and make your life easy. Don't wait for actual person, actual mentor. Okay, if you're in tier 2, tier 3 city, definitely you'll not have those mentors. You need a coach and guide to make yourself successful. Use ChatGPT to the fullest. So now here comes the most attractive part of ChatGPT is the images and visuals. you can work with a lot of images. Textual data we have seen, document data, which is Excel and PDF we have seen. What about the images? Images can be created, images can be analyzed, images can be modified. There are various things with visuals and pictures and images you can do it. Okay, so let's try to understand what happens with ChatGPT in the images. So here you can turn any picture into insights instantly. Okay, you upload a picture, you capture a photo, upload it there, and then you can get the answers quickly. You can analyze the data quickly. Whatever text is there, whatever background is there. So what happens is ChatGPT can see and understand the images to explain the context, to extract the data, and also to organize the details. Okay, so it can do all those things for you. And the process is very simple. You take a picture, upload the picture, ask questions, and it will give the answers. That's very simple here. So that's a visual workflow. I'll be showing you step by step how to create Ghibli art images, 3D toy images. You can analyze the data with the help of images and do many things. Let's try to understand. The first one is I can create a new chat over here. Now I can ask them to, let's say, create a thumbnail. I'll not type it. I'll just tell them create a thumbnail for YouTube which is related to AI training. AI training. The thumbnail should be uh, for the Gen Z crowd. It should have visual elements showing different tools available related to AI like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. So I want to create a YouTube thumbnail which should be more attractive, and the size should be 9:16. Done. So this way I've given a prompt. It's not a good prompt, but you see within maybe 60 seconds or 120 seconds, a YouTube thumbnail would be created. I cannot say it would be the best, but it is better than nothing. Okay. So people who are solopreneurs, people who have less manpower, they can use this chat GPT to create thumbnails as well. So you can create a birthday posters, you can create invites, you can create post for LinkedIn, for Instagram, for Facebook, for all the social media platforms. You can also put this status on your WhatsApp as well. You can post on Telegram. So if you're doing a webinar, you can put that context and publish everywhere. Okay. So as I said, it is not the best, but with multiple iterations, this ChatGPT will give you better images. Okay. So this was one example. Meanwhile, it is creating, I'm just creating a new chat over here. Now you might have heard about the Ghibli arts, right? Ghibli. So what I can do is I can just click on this plus button, upload some photos. So I'll upload this particular photo and ask them to make it Ghibli style. Okay. So the spelling I can right click and say, so make it Ghibli style, and I can just click on push. So it takes few minutes. Meanwhile, I'll go back and check. So it is still taking the time. So one is creating thumbnail, one is creating a Ghibli art. So I've uploaded my photo, told them to create into a Ghibli art. So it is little slow. It takes time. So it's taking time. Meanwhile, I can also show you how to create something 3D toy packaging. If you search in Google, you'll get 3D toy package look. This kind of looks you can create it. Now, how do you create this kind of looks into ChatGPT? Basically, it requires a prompt. Okay, so it requires a prompt and a photo, and then it can create. Right now, I don't have a photo and a prompt. Okay, I'll just pick up this photo. Meanwhile, let me check. Yeah, perfect. So you see, it has created a thumbnail for my YouTube channel, and the size which I said 9:16 with some different icons as well. And if you see the Ghibli art, it's still working over there. So YouTube thumbnail, posters, banners, Ghibli art, everything could be created with a simple prompt. Nothing great in this. Now, if I go back to this 3D toy packaging, I can just take a screenshot. Windows Shift S. I took a screenshot. I went to this bot over here. I'm in chat, pasted, and make it for me as AI instructor. Okay. So I told him make it for me as an AI instructor, and I obviously need to upload my photo as well. So I'll just upload my photo, and once it is done, I can just put it there. So it knows what context it wants. It will pick up the data, understand that image context, replace with my photo, and then as an AI instructor. Meanwhile, if I go back, it is still taking time for a Ghibli request. Okay, this is few examples which I have. Now you can also use this. You can see here the Ghibli art which is prepared here. So you can put your old photos, you can put anything into this and the Ghibli art would be created. It's that simple. So remember the spelling Ghibli, that's a Ghibli art and a Ghibli style. And meanwhile, the other place, it is creating the same 3D toy package look for the instructor. Since I've also uploaded my photo, it will be creating something. Now this ChatGPT can also be used in your mobile phones. You can see on my screen, now I have started the recording on my mobile phone here. Now in this ChatGPT, if you see at the bottom, there's an image icon and here there's a camera or photos. So I can take a screenshot. I can use my camera, capture any photo. Okay. So let's say I can click on this camera. I can capture the photo of my laptop over here like this. That's a keyboard which I have selected it. And now I'll ask them, how many keys are there? How many keys do you see on my keyboard? Perfect. So how many keys do you see on my keyboard? Now it will go, understand, scan everything and give me the answers. What are the use cases for this? If you're a housewife, if you have family at your home and you can tell this to your mother as well, you can take a screenshot or you can take a photo of a fridge, okay, with all the vegetables and everything which you have at home. You can take all the vegetable photo of the fridge and ask GPT, what can I cook for me today where I need 40 grams of protein, 30 grams of calories or whatever. Okay, so that question if you put, it will automatically give the answers. So you can take a photo of your fridge. You can take a photo of your skin as well and see if you have a skin infection. Something is not well. You can ask ChatGPT, do you think there's a problem in my skin? Should I show to doctor? So those kind of day-to-day activities, you can definitely use this ChatGPT. Okay. So you see in my laptop, in my mobile phone, it has given the answer as 103. Okay. Same way, if you are a business owner, a company owner, you take images of some products and services and tell them count the products. It can automatically count and give the output here. So I can also click here and I can see there are upload photos. Ready-made photos I can upload. It can be X-ray copy of your anything. Um, it can be the medical report. It can be also the blood test report. You can upload those documents and ask ChatGPT, guide me before I go to doctor, guide me and prepare me what questions should I ask. Okay. So those kind of things you can upload in ChatGPT and you can ask questions. So I can stop this part over here. Now here I can see, meanwhile on the screen, AI instructor image is created with all the AI tools surrounding me and the photograph as well. The photo is not exactly same, but something better than nothing. So I can go back. That's a Ghibli art style. Now the last use case which I can show you, there's a light bill or electricity bill and I want to analyze this electricity bill, why the bill has increased this month, okay, or any questions. So I've picked up some sample electricity bill from Google. Let me show you how to pick up. I'll go here. I can type here as Maharashtra electricity bill sample. I'll go to images and let's say I'll pick up this particular image. And now I can just take a screenshot of this image like this. And I can just put this into chat and I can ask them, explain the amount why it has increased. Anything, any questions you can ask relevant to that and it will give you the answer. The electricity bill has increased because of so and so reason. What is the unit price and what is the cost of electricity? How much I have to pay? All those details which you never look at. Okay, so if you see billing history, it is giving the history of all the months. It is given here. So you see, you can see a gradual increase month on month. February 2020 is 23,000, which is slightly higher than January 2020. And also the reasons it is giving you and how do you adjust your electricity bill, how you can make it cheaper or how do you save the cost, how do you save the electricity. So those different type of use cases, and these are endless use cases. Trust me, these are endless. You can keep on asking multiple questions to ChatGPT relevant to images and pictures. It will give you the answers. So I hope you have understood the answers related to working with images and pictures in ChatGPT. So the most fun part of the ChatGPT is now coming here, which is the audio and video chat. you have seen how GPT responds in terms of chatting, but you can have a video chat with that person like a counselor, like an interviewer, like a coach. So you can talk to that chat GPT, and it is extremely interesting. So let's see what is that audio and video chat. The topic name is here. So you can talk naturally and GPT talks back. You speak to chat GPT and speaks back. So you know more of text you'll be getting back. So also for video, what it can be done is you can, start your mobile camera and you can talk to that chat GPT. It understands your feelings and it understands what you're trying to say and gives you the reply back. So you can show your camera and chat GPT explains in real time. Okay. So the voice modes let you speak and hear, and it replies like a phone call. Okay. And the video call, how it behaves like, it behaves like a friendly guide on video call that looks at what you show. If you show the front camera, back camera, and then talks back step by step. So this way you can have a conversation with this chat GPT. The steps are very simple. Next to that voice note, there's a command over here. So audio and video chat you can have with the chat GPT. Let's see practically. I'll just create a new chat on the left hand side, and here we have seen the dictate option, the very first one of the first few videos. But when I go to voice chat option here, and are you able to hear me, chat GPT?
Absolutely, I can hear you loud and clear. Feel free to chat away.
All right, so please see, chat GPT, I want you to talk to me like a friend, one sentence at a time. How are you, boss?
Hey, I'm doing great and I've got you covered. We'll just keep it nice and easy, one sentence at a time. So just go ahead and ask me anything and we'll chat like friends.
I'm feeling a bit sad. What should I do now?
Well, first off, it's totally okay to feel that way sometimes. Just take a deep breath, maybe do something you enjoy, or just talk it out a bit more. I'm here to chat one sentence at a time and we'll get through it.
All right. So now ChatGPT, you have to behave like an interviewer, where you are taking my interview on the skill named as Power BI as a data analyst. You can ask me 3 questions one by one. Start with the first most difficult question. I have 1 year of experience into Power BI. Start with the first question and grill me as much as possible.
Absolutely, let's do that. So putting on my interviewer hat here, first tough question for you. Tell me about a really challenging Power BI project where you had to transform complex data into something super insightful and you really had to push your skills. Let's hear the story behind that.
So as a data analyst, I have transformed the Excel files which were dirty. I converted those dirty files into clean data, then went for visualization. Before visualization, we went for data modeling.
That sounds like a solid process. All right, let me keep grilling you a bit.
All right. So finally, if you see, whatever chatting was done, it will convert into a textual format, and we will have the record of all those things available here, right? Now, this was one of the example here. Now, the second example I can give you directly with a video chat. And now this is my mobile phone over here. And what I can do here is at the right hand side, if you see the blue icon over here, I can just click on this button and the same voice chat will be starting over here. You can see the voice chat option here. Now the video chat is very interesting. Let me on the video chat and see, I can ask questions and I can talk to that and it can give the answers. Please see now. What do you see on my screen right now?
Well, I can see you've got a chat window open there. Looks like you're talking to me on your laptop, and I can also see a bit of your keyboard in front. So yeah, I can see our conversation up on your screen.
But I think you missed the camera from which people are observing me right now.
I do see a camera in the background behind you there, kind of on a tripod stand. So yep, it looks like that's the camera that's set up to observe you.
Okay, perfect. Now tell me, what color shirt am I wearing right now? What color shirt am I wearing now?
So from what I can see, it looks like you're wearing a black shirt. It
Okay.
stands out pretty clearly.
Okay.
You're welcome.
What is the color of the screen at the back end?
So the background behind you looks like it's got a nice blue screen, kind of a bright blue color that really stands out behind you.
All right, perfect. Now these are some interesting things which happens with the voice and audio and video chat. So remember, you're not alone. You are carrying a GPT, a mentor, a guide, a colleague, a friend, which can guide you in any point of time. If you're a married person, you can ask a question that my spouse is angry. What should I do? So it will guide you 10 things. If your teacher is angry, you can tell them these are the 10 things you can do. So if you want a business consulting where a live person is talking to you, this audio and video chat with ChatGPT can help you. Okay, so you don't have to worry and wait for anyone else, right? I hope you have understood how do we work on audio and video chat with ChatGPT, and that's all for this video.